Hello everybody, welcome back to Spirit Hunter Deathmark. Last time we just about finished off Shimio and put him to rest peacefully, finally, even though he supposedly did something pretty bad. I mean, besides being part of a mass suicidal cult, that is pretty bad regardless. Yeah, so now we're gonna be heading off to Hate Shrine with Christy and Mary, just like we were talking about at the end of the last episode, so let's go back to the Forest of Death and see what's gonna happen. Let's go. Good. Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. I should be able to carry her just fine. Yeah, stick her on your shoulders, that'd be great. By the way, Mr. DryEyes, have you read the files over there? Huh? Those files? She points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet. I've searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked the garage or garage. Oh, really? Christy grabs a file and flips through the pages. Looks like articles on various crimes. The clippings cover every incident in Hate City and the surrounding area. Was Miss Cujo looking into criminal activity? Any of it look related to the mark? No, not as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. The most recent is dated 5 years ago. She puts the file back. Okay. Alright, should we head out soon? We should head out now. That's what I tried to do. Kids, go! Let's go, kids! Let's get on the road again. Go for a road trip to a spooky forest. It'll be great. Nothing bad can ever happen. I park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my arms. Aha, yes we will. We make our way to the familiar arch. There's still a long way to go. A middle-aged man carrying a doll. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here. True that. Oh god, hello. I'm very sorry to cause you such trouble. That's fine. Mary stares up at me as I hold her. That's weird. He's holding her like that, like a baby. Okay. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them. Yeah, right. I have not been outside in a long time. And to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman. This is a very precious experience. She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but is she actually having fun? Still, it is just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with the curses and resentment of the dead. Simply, their presence is enough to drive the living mad. For sure. The land is tainted. I can see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. For sure again. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it'll be the divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine. Hey, here we are. We reached the old Tory gate with no trouble. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. We stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. They seem to be sleeping. That's good. It is most likely because Shimio is now gone. Hate Shrine is up those stone steps. Okay, let's go then. At Mary's direction, we walk toward the gate. Hop, 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 hop. A small black shadow flits across our feet. Hey, it's that rabbit again. Me, 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 me. So this is the rabbit you told me about, Lord DryEyes. You are correct. It is very cute. The rabbit stares up at the two of us. Then disappears toward the shrine. What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul. So it's a spirit too? Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans. We know nothing of its true nature, so please proceed with caution. That's true. Is the rabbit really evil? We follow the black rabbit under the Tory gate and up the stone steps. Not like Alice in Wonderland, we ain't following no white rabbit. White rabbits are for pussies. At the top we find the wilderness creeping in. There doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this Hate Shrine? Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was to be expected. True that. That black rabbit is gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get to searching so we don't have to stay here too long. Blah, 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 blah. That's not what she said. I can't read sometimes. Okay. Lots of headless statues. Hello. Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground. Creepy. I wonder what happened here. Yes, so do I. I don't think there's going to be any jump scares either, because this is supposed to be like a little safe time, I guess. Nothing else there? That's weird. It's just this then. Cool. Hello. It's a wooden shrine altar. A clouded old mirror serves as the Go Shintai. Looks like it's true that no one's taken care of this place for a long time. Oh. I peek inside the altar just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust. Thick. The Go Shintai is outside and the altar's empty. Okay. That's concerning. Yeah. I don't know what any of it is, sorry to say. Okay, what are we missing? What? How? Oh, the rocks, hello. There's a sacred Shimenawa rope on a ragged boulder. It's been broken. I wonder if that boulder is in Iwakura. What's that? According to the ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that a god descended on, okay? It's not uncommon for the rock itself to become an object of devotion. Oh, I don't think there's any more we can search. Apparently not. The Buddha statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Hate Shrine was much the same, but in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddha statues from shrines and desecrated them. That's not very nice. Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened. No, it was done in a public space as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. The Kujo family head was said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seems that all the broken statues from around H City were buried here. Yep. Strange. You said they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much a ruin. You have a keen eye, Lord DryEyes. I mean, it's surrounded with broken statues. The shrine was subsequently dug up and the statues were stolen. So they came all the way into this huge forest just to carry off broken statues? Who would do something like that? That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago around the time of the war. So the statues were broken, thrown away, and then dug up. They say the Buddha was a wealth of patience, but even he'd get angry. Could that anger have turned into divine wrath and given birth to the mark and spirits? Mary, have you been able to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever? About that, this land is much more foreboding than I had imagined. The enmity of the forest swallows all else. It is hard to sense beneath it. So, too much background noise, right? Yes, although I do sense the same presence as Lady Christie's mark, however faint. I am sure the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in the forest. Oh, really? So after all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew. Forgive me, I was unable to. You don't have to apologize, Mary. We learned plenty of value here. What do you mean? I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. This place gives me the creeps. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed. Maybe. Or maybe it's that man behind you! Okay, I have to walk out, which means something's going to happen on the way. We leave H Shrine walking down the beast trail toward the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tale, but for some reason I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the trees. Okay. Strange, very strange. It's a creepy stalker watching us. Hey, hey, hey. On the road again. I can't wait to get back home again. We begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see building lights pop up here and there. Indeed. Well, that was a complete waste of time. My anxiety lifted. I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out of my mouth. Nope. Oh, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Without further prodding, Christie starts in on her theory, passion evident in her voice. I believe Shimio is right. Hate Shrine is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forest. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree? I wonder. It feels like we just don't have enough info at this point to say one way or the other. But there's no denying that a lot of strange things are going on in that forest. Between all the suicides and Shimio wandering around, it couldn't just be coincidence, could it? If we research the shrine, we might learn more about the mark. I feel that's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think? You might be right. My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Christy was hoping for, so she falls silent. An awkward, uncomfortable silence settles. Just the way I like it. Lord DryEyes, please stop the car. Mary speaks for the first time since we entered the car. What is it? I sense a presence similar to Lady Christie's mark close by. Yes, let's stop and get out and see what it is. Doesn't seem like a smart move, does it? But, you know, we haven't got much choice in the matter. We have to confront the terrifying spirits. Following Mary's request, I park in a vacant rest stop on the outskirts of Hate City. Christy and I step out of the car. Oh. Gah. Sizzling. Oh, that's not nice. My mark is suddenly scalding. Is something nearby? Is something nearby? Look. Someone's over there. Someone? Oh, that fog rolling. Oh, hey! A small girl steps out of the telephone box. Why is a kid outside at this time of night? Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Eita. I got to talk with Hanayome.
Oh yeah, glad to hear it.
Nerd. A rather round young man appears stepping out of the shadows.
You got your question answered, Suzu?
Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayome sure is amazing, though. She knows where everything is.
You got that right. She helped me find my limited edition Love and Hero phone strap I dropped.
What's Love and Hero?
What? You don't know? They're a popular idol group here. They've been all over TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard.
TV's restricted at home. Mom says it rots your brain. Oh, Eita, is the bus coming soon?
Oh, the last bus is on its way. We better go. We'll be in big trouble if your mom finds out we went out.
Yeah.
What's the age difference between those two? We watched from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine their relationship. The pain from my scar is suddenly gone. Okay. Hey, Christy. What do you think? I turn, but Christy isn't there. Okay, hey, you there. Just how'd you know that girl? Oh, okay. Christy's gone after her. Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Fair, yeah. Yeah, she's worried about the girl. That's understandable. Well, there goes Christy, hounding the poor guy. I don't blame her at all. Just calm down. I try to placate her, but she won't budge. The man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed, so he's a man.
Hey, lady. Don't be mean to Eita.
The girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. She seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her, and she's like 9.
I asked him to help me, okay? I wanted to talk to Hanayome, so I had him come with me.
Who's this Hanayome you keep mentioning?
A ghost who helps find things. People say that you can talk to her from this telephone box.
A ghost, huh? She looks at me. We're both thinking the same thing. Earlier the mark was hurting, so maybe.
You guys look serious. What's going on?
He nervously glances between us. Does this scar look familiar at all? I showed him the mark on my right arm.
Hey, hold on. What is this? That looks exactly like mine.
Yep, he's got it. He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand.
It's the cursed scar, yeah. I saw an article in Uparts Monthly. Uparts. They say it causes amnesia, even kills you, but that's nonsense.
It is not nonsense, sir.
It's not all true, right? Right?
Sounds like he'd heard the rumors but chose to not do anything about it. That's no surprise, really. He does seem like a dumbass, yes. It's tough to believe it's real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable.
I've got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made that phone call earlier.
Oh god, why would you do that? It's Ata's fault that you have it. Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us her mark. They both have the mark, and after calling Hanayome, that's more than a coincidence.
Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion.
Yeah, let's bring them in. We tell them what's going on and ask them to go to Kujo Mansion with us. It surprisingly doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it'd take more convincing. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking with us. That's true. Before they climb in, I warn Mary to stay quiet until we get back. Might be a bad idea to freak them out. Yep, might be a bad idea indeed. I mean, they're going to be freaked out regardless when they see what we're dealing with. This next ghost coming up actually is my favourite spirit in this game, so should be a fun one. First we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Eita Nakamatsu. What a cool name. The girl is Suzu Morimiya. They tell us they met through the readers column in Uparts online? No, it's monthly. See, some reason it sounds like Sword Art Online to me, I don't know why. Suzu mentioned she was interested in Hanayome and Eita told her what he knew. Then she pestered him into bringing her to the rumored telephone box. They were out this late because of her. Her parents should be pretty strict. Oh, her parents sound pretty strict, sorry. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school and she needs permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed.
Hanayome is just as famous as my school as Hanahiko is. Hey, Eita, please tell them about those rumors.
Do I have to? Okay, fine.
Eita reluctantly tells us at Suzu's request. Tell us all about it.
They're just rumors I read, but...
Oh. Yes. Yes, the absolutely terrifying telephone spirit. Love it. So cool, this one. In comparison to Shimio, for definite.
Hey, remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in H City? There's a ghost that looks like a bride, and she'll find what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. He went to the specific phone box that lets you talk with ghosts.
Very specific phone box, eh?
The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone, but all he could hear was this weird smacking noise. He stayed on the line until... Did you see it? He heard a woman whisper, so he did what the rumors said to do and said, "No, I haven't seen it." Then she said, What do you want to see? His cat had gone missing, so he asked where it was. When he looked where the woman said it really was there. So the rumors are totally true. I want to go ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, want to come with me?
No, I'm good. I don't want to know who your future bride is. I feel sorry for her already. Nah. Okay, pulling back up the mansion. Those kids are going to be like, oh my god, we get to go in a mansion? Sweet. No, I would be like that, to be fair. Tick tock, tick tock. Okay. There. Oh, put her down there. Okay. Who was carrying her? Oh, I carry Mary from the car and gently place her back on the sofa.
Thank you very much.
Being in your arms is not bad, but I am most calm when I am here. That's good.
The doll really talked.
I can't say I expected that. Then does that mean all that stuff about the mark is true too?
On the way over, we updated Suzu and Eita with just about all they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're just not rejecting it outright either. It seems like Eita in particular has already experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting the names of anime characters or voice actors. Oh, that is very serious indeed, to be fair. Very serious. How dare you forget. Christy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously. And Suzu snuck out of her house because she believed the rumors about Hanayome. They both believed in the occult already. I'm pretty sure they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Yeah. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayome.
Pardon me, but may I speak?
Of course.
The marks on Suzu and Eita. They are likely from Hanayome. And Lady Christie, the feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs. So we can assume Hanayome also gave the mark to you. Do you recall encountering her?
Something weird did happen. Right before I entered the forest, I stepped in the phone box on T Mountain. T Mountain! The phone rang out of nowhere.
Oh, it might be because of that. The telephone box at that rest area is also in the rumors of Hanayome.
But I didn't pick it up. It creeped me out, so I left. You wouldn't even go near it, to be fair. You just go, okay, ignore that. I was never able to give that person one final call because of that. Ah, that person.
Who are you talking about?
It is not for children to know.
Fine.
So there are other phone boxes like that?
I think there are 3 that Hanayome will call from. The one we went to in the A Highway parking lot is one. And one is at T Mountain Rest Area. That's the one Miss Christie went to. And Eita, where's the last one?
At the park by T apartment complex. It's the only one outside the city.
But why just those 3 locations?
Dunno, the BBS I read didn't say.
Mister? Do you really think Hanayome is the one who gave us the marks?
Of course.
But the rumors about Hanayome go back 5 years. And no one's ever mentioned that if you call her, you'll get a mark.
Suzu's right. Rumors about this mark thing only popped up super recently.
Oh, really?
So you're saying Hanayome hasn't always been giving out the mark?
If that's true, I wonder what triggered the change. Of course, I can't really say seeing as I don't know anything about spirits.
A ghost helping people find what they're looking for. That's pretty strange.
Definitely the definition of ghost story.
Hey, Mr. DryEyes.
If those rumors are true, why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? If we return them to their places, it might just save our lives. Search for the Buddha statues? If Christie's right, we might be able to escape the mark without fighting a spirit. Mary,
what do you think?
Well, a good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding stone statues, cursed dolls, there are many examples. Though you mentioned cursed dolls, is that what you are, Mary?
Mm-hmm.
Historical statues of ghosts and Buddhas would certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayome about them would be a good idea. So says the doll before our eyes that has an inexplicable power to talk. Exactly. Maybe it wouldn't be strange that Buddha statues could bring down divine wrath. Yeah, right.
Lord DryEyes, may I add, as I explained previously, your mark is different from the others. Vanquishing spirits seems to weaken your mark's power.
It's been several days since you told me that I was going to die. Taking care of the spirits we encountered is likely how I'm still among the living. What are you trying to say?
I cannot say that the relationship between your mark and Hanayome is, but it is true that it is in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well.
I shall. ... I can't really picture Christie and Eita facing off against the spirit by themselves. If they failed, then a child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. Yeah. No turning back. I'll figure something out.
Thank you.
Squeak. Mary bows her head slightly. Thank you.
Now you should begin investigating Hanayome. Why does she only call from 3 public telephones within H City? Her secret may lie in the answer.
Literally, hello?
You visited the parking lot already. Please investigate T Mountain and the park by T apartment complex.
I will certainly do so. New info is added to the spirit file. Rumors of Hanayome. Other. Let's have a look at that immediately then. With the end of the 90s, online infrastructure has advanced the popularity of a certain widely used BBS. Hanayome is an urban legend that sprung up from that BBS. It goes as follows. Certain telephone booths in Hate City will let you talk to ghosts. If you go inside one and wait, the phone will suddenly ring. Pick it up and you'll hear a strange lip-smacking noise. A woman will ask, "Have you seen it?" Rumors say that you're supposed to reply with, "I haven't seen it." She'll respond with, "What do you want to see?" Someone actually followed the instructions and was able to find a missing pet. What a strange tale. A lot of people are interested in this ghost, wanting to find things or people who've become lost, but not a single one has ever mentioned getting a mark from her. But the circumstances seem to imply this spirit gave the mark to Eita and Suzu. Plus, why is this spirit called a bride? If she appears as a bride, then someone must have seen her. 3 phone boxes in Hate City let you speak with a ghost. One seems to be the one Eita and Suzu used. It shouldn't take long to reach the other 2 by car. I'm concerned about the statue stolen from Hate's shrine too. If Hanayome can really tell us where they are, that would save us a lot of time. There's only one way to find out. That's going to do it. Who am I going to partner up with? Ex-reporter, gutsy girl, timid nerd. Nice. Okay. Pretty sure last time I partnered up with Suzu first, so I'm going to do that again this time. Let's talk to Mary again before we leave, just to see if there's anything else she has to add.
Lord Eita, Lady Suzu, and Lady Christie. Hanayome is likely the one that gave all of them their marks. Please visit one of the public phones that rumors say Hanayome calls. You may obtain a clue regarding the key that will end the grudge. Okay. In that case, let's leave and go to, park. Let's go to the park. Go on in, Suzu, let's get out of here. Hey. I see a small park tucked between all of the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here. I guess everyone's already asleep. I'm sure that's the telephone booth from the rumors.
Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait by it for a while. I'm guessing waiting outside doesn't count?
Yeah, I think you're right. When I called her, it didn't ring until I went inside.
But the booth is too small for 2 people. Either I or Suzu will have to go in.
Should I go in?
No, I'll go in. I can't stand around and make a kid do this. Exactly. Let me get in there. It's cramped inside and almost impossible to move around at all. I'd be a sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. The clouded glass makes it hard to see the outside. That just makes me more nervous. Yeah, it would be horrible. I wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. To pass the time, I glance around at the inside of the booth. There's a poster attached to the window. Young woman kidnapped. A young local woman was kidnapped close to this location. If you were a witness to this crime, please notify the police, MPD. This is dated 5 years ago. Looks like something terrible happened here. Brrr. The phone begins to ring. I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. Hey. The only sound I hear is the dial tone. No one is speaking. What's going on? Weird. Oh, ugh. That's gross. Suddenly there's a strange noise. Crunching, smacking, like the sound of saliva as someone chews. Yeah, like proper gross.
Did you see it?
Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. Is this Hanayome?
Did you see it?
Once again. She asks a second time. The rumors mention I should say, I haven't seen it. Very seriously I say I haven't seen it. ...
What do you want to see?
It's going exactly as the rumors said. Hanayome is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Christie told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from Hate's shrine. I'll give it a try. ...
Buddha statues, Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me. 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 Tell me.
Tell me. The line goes dead. Ah, the woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. It must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? Something she can't control, maybe. The mark on my arm burns dully, like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. And she did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? Yes. I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying here. Okay. Hey, Suzu. As soon as I leave the booth, Suzu comes up to me.
You don't look good. Did something happen in there?
I tell Suzu about my conversation with Hanayome.
I wonder what's going on. She answered my question okay.
Suzu's brow furrows in confusion.
Do you want to see about that other telephone box? Maybe some clues are there. Or you can try one more time here.
There's no time to get lost in thought. The last phone booth is at Tea Mountain Rest Area in the other direction. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. It's probably wise to ask Mary what she knows since it's on the way. Okay. New info is added to the spirit file. The second phone box. Okay, let's have a look at that then. In the booth is a poster looking for info on a crime that happened nearby. The phone rings while I'm distracted. Just like the rumors, when I pick up, a woman answers, smacking her lips. But I can't get info on the statues from her. For some reason, she's behaving different from what we were told to expect. There's one more telephone booth. We better check it out too. Right, let's go back to the mansion then. Okay, I'm gonna partner up with Aita this time. Jesus Christ. That voice fits too well, I'm afraid to say, mate. Okay, let's go to the rest area with Aita this time then. Swapping partners. Just to keep it diverse. I prefer Suzu from Aita, clearly, but you know, the phone booth stands solitarily on the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stand behind it. Christy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. Yeah, right. Woof woof. I can hear a dog howl from nearby. It almost sounds sad, but I'm probably just imagining it. It doesn't seem to bother Aita. He's only paying attention to the phone box.
That's gotta be the booth the rumors mention. Something about it just feels off. Like, everything is telling me this is it.
Well, now that I'm here, I still have no idea why Hanayome hung up on me. I followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratch my head. Twinkle.
Don't adhere to the gossip. Defy it.
Okay, so go against what people say. Suddenly I hear that strange voice again. Gossip. In other words, the rumors. What will happen if I don't follow the rumors? Aita, go back to the car. There's something I want to try, but it might end up backfiring on me.
Okay. Make sure you come back. I can't drive, so... Oh, right. Wait a sec.
Ada puffs out his chest and holds his index fingers up.
I've got some good info from the BBS. I guess Hanayome has this weird fixation on eyes. If something goes wrong, just remember that.
Huh? So what are you telling me to do?
I'm not really sure either. Anyway, just avoid saying I and things like that.
Don't talk about myself?
No, I mean I, as in eyeball. Oh, and just in case, don't mention words that have the sound either.
Yeah, I remember that now that he mentions it. There's a limit to unreliability. I'll keep it in mind. Okay, bye, Aita. Aita returns to the car. Okay, let's try this phone box. I step inside and wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this booth too. Just like the one at the park. This looks like it's been here for a few years. Help our investigation. On the 9th of 2nd of the 8th, or 8th of the 2nd, whichever it is, if it's American or English, 1990X, an assault took place in the forest nearby. If anyone has any info on this case, please notify H Police Department. February 8th, 5 years ago? I think the poster I saw in the park had the exact same date. Coincidence? I think not. Hello. The phone rings. Hey. I grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. Lovely. It's gotta be nice for anyone watching who hates the sound of people chewing. I hear a noise like someone chewing gum from the other end of the phone. Yeah, chewing a lot of gum. An icy cold voice speaks.
Did you see it?
I saw it. Ooh.
You saw, didn't you? You saw that thing of me.
That thing. Oh. Hey, girl, hey. The voice cuts off. Oh, hello. Something outside collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it. Lovely. Live or die. My favorite part of the whole game. Dun, 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 dun.
Tell me, how did you see it? With your own eyes? Or eyeglasses? A telescope?
Okay, we can't say anything with eye in or anything that sounds like eye, so telescope is the only one to go for. Telescope. I saw it through a telescope. I was far away. I was creeping, spying on you. Safe, thank you. Okay. It sounds like something searching around outside the phone box. But you can't see it. How weird that must be. Oh, like it's right outside this box.
You saw it. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color? Red, pink, green?
Okay, no eyes. Okay, I think it was red, maybe pink. Most likely green, so maybe pink. Safe. Okay, cool. What's next, Hanayome?
You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams? Romance? Love? Which do you choose?
Okay. Definitely my dreams. Romance is great. I believe in love. Okay, romance. Yes. Safe. My dreams will be wrong. Ugh. Survived. Managed to get through that. I love that part of the game. It's so cool. The phone goes dead. Much like she is. The next I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. The questions she asked were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answers. Overly conscious over being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. I exit the booth and Eta rushes up to me.
Did something happen? My mark hurt all of a sudden.
I tell Eta what happened in the telephone booth.
Man, it beats me.
Guess there's no way he'd have the answer.
Oh hey, something's on the ground there.
It's the stick. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. Looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone box. I pick up the paper and open it. To Psycho. I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. Psycho must be Hanayome. An incident? The posters I saw in the telephone booth mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? I ask Aita what they think.
I don't know.
I don't think he's considering it seriously.
Anyway, we visited all 3 boxes now. Want to head back? I bet Suzu's worried about us.
Yeah, I bet you're right. We should probably head back for now. New info was added to the spirit file. The third phone book. Well, phone box. Sorry. Let's read that right now. Hanayome is acting even more strangely than before. She seems anxious about being seen, or eyes in general. It's impossible to be sure since it's only over the phone. Plus, the note we found outside the booth is disconcerting. To Psycho, I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. Okay, let's get out of here and go back to the mansion then. Yes, please. Hey.
Oh, welcome back.
Hey, Christy is there in the garage. She's going through the files full of articles on criminal cases.
How did the investigation go?
Okay, I guess.
Eita and I tell Christy what we discovered.
I see.
I can see Christy's mind working. Tick-tock tick.
Hey, Mr. DryEyes. You know those posters and that bit of stationery you found? Could they be linked to Hanayome?
I would think so, yes.
She might have been someone who was caught up in an incident and killed.
Could have been.
And if that's the case, then...
She glances over at the files.
The dates were 5 years ago, right? Then there might be an article on what happened here in these files.
That's true. Very good thinking.
Let's get Suzu to help out too. Go, get a move on.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. All 4 of us begin reading through files. The clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crime in Hate City. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get sorted into the garage because they're so old? After a while...
I might have found it. It's from 5 years ago in February. The victim's name is Psycho.
Eita lays the file out on the desk and we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Psycho Hasegawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. Well, that sucks. She was in her dress when she was found.
Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad.
Thanks, Eita. But I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this.
She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age.
I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor.
Christy mutters loud, just loud enough to hear. Then, do you know the whole story?
It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them. Oh man, poor doggy. That's why we hurt a dog. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Psycho Hasegawa's misfortune.
Eita somberly cuts in out. His usual grin is nowhere to be found.
It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They were threatened to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave them a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives.
Is that true, Christy?
Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Psycho had a mental breakdown, and in the end, she hung herself. She'd been a serious, honest woman, so she just couldn't bear it.
Okay. The cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We fall silent as that reality weighs on us. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale.
Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayome's phone boxes? According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area. She was found wandering near the parking lot by A Highway, which is why those 3 places are the phone boxes. The phone booths connected Hanayome, and Psycho Hasegawa. The coincidence sends a shiver down my spine.
So that note we found by the telephone booth, did Psycho's fiance write it?
Most likely. What's strange is it was there and not where she committed suicide. Did Hanayomi put it there? Maybe she was telling us something.
I have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Psycho's fiance was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic. And the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Yeah, hero dog. Where's the fiancé now?
Well, he began acting strange due to the shock and then went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him.
Okay.
But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. It sounds like all of the culprits went missing too.
Oh, really? You hear about that online too?
Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs.
Hubs? Like pre-internet chat rooms?
Everyone was talking about it on the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was one of the culprits. He brought up a bunch of things, like taking pictures and all that.
Oh, right. So they had got him done in. And I bet those were pictures of the assault.
Yeah, that's right. After they were finished, those assholes got a camera out and took pictures of her face soaked with tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look! Don't look!"
Don't look, huh? Hanayomi has an extreme reaction to being seen by others.
He kept going on about it night after night, until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but it's still really creepy, you know?
Yeah. Suddenly a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Yes. Hey, Christy, sounds like the fiancé did something to the men. Do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Psycho killed herself?
I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location, but that was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So you're really going to go?
Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayomi.
Okay, though I'd much prefer to stay here.
Yeah, you will. New info was added to the spirit file. Gathering info at the mansion. Other. Okay, let's go back in the mansion a sec, 'cause I'm going to change my partner over to Christy, because she has been here before. But after changing it to Christy, I'm going to have to end this episode here, everybody. So, yeah, this is very good. Now we get to do the my favourite chapter of the game, Chapter 3, with Hanayomi, or the bride. I'm pretty sure Hanayomi does actually translate to bride in Japanese. So yeah, thanks everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave it a like. And if you enjoyed it a lot, then make sure to subscribe to the channel today to see later videos of Spirit Hunter Deathmark and any other games that I play in the future. Make sure to also leave any suggestions in the comments below and share with your friends if you would. I would greatly appreciate it. So thanks again everybody, and have a lovely day. Goodbye.